Well, right now, a convicted child rapist is on the loose. He escaped from an Arkansas prison while out on work detail. Samuel Hartman has been in prison since 2013, serving a life sentence for the rape of a 9-year-old child. Authorities say he and an accomplice fired shots at a corrections officer, and they may have escaped on jet skis.
Be on high alert. Keep your vehicles, your homes, keep everything locked at all times, safe and secure.
Convicted child rapist, 38-year-old Samuel Hartman is on the run after escaping an Arkansas prison. Hartman was serving a life sentence for the rape of a 9-year-old child. Authorities say he escaped while out in a field on work detail. He and an accomplice fired shots at a corrections officer and got into a vehicle. Authorities then say they possibly hopped onto jet skis and crossed the Mississippi River to Tunica, Mississippi. He's still believed to be in that area.
If you were traveling directly across from where we are in Tunica County to where the vehicle was abandoned in Arkansas, the jet skis would have traveled about 2.5 miles south of here.
Arkansas State Police say a farmer found the two abandoned jet skis on a boat ramp in Mississippi, as well as a cell phone and a set of keys. The Arkansas Department of Corrections naming Hartman's mother, Linda White, and his sister, Misty Hartman, as persons of interest. Law enforcement says there is also a third person involved. Authorities raided the mobile home of Hartman's mother and sister on Friday, even pulling down an entire wall, getting a tip that Hartman and the two women may be hiding there. But they were gone. Now authorities are warning people in the area, saying all three may be armed and dangerous.
It's a sleepy town. I mean, yeah, it's freaking me out, and I didn't even know it. I took a nap, and now I'm seeing all the police cars.
Authorities believe Hartman may be traveling in a white 2021 Chevy Z71 Trail Boss with an Arkansas license plate or with no tags at all. Joining us now is Jarita Patterson with our NewsNation affiliate, WREG in Memphis. Jarita, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right, so Jarita, you have been on this story since Hartman escaped. What has that experience been like?
It's sort of like watching a movie play out. This has been extensive, to say the least. This has really turned into a multi-state manhunt. We're talking about those from Arkansas as well as Mississippi. It's been all hands on deck as they are really trying to, of course, bring this convicted rapist, put him back behind bars, which is where he was. He was serving that life sentence after being found guilty of the most heinous of crimes. We're talking about the rape of a then 9-year-old child. And that happened in 2013. So he has been behind bars for almost a decade, but he was able to get out. So needless to say, it has been all hands on deck.
You know, and obviously right now this investigation is ongoing. Really, the search is the focus. But how do authorities that you spoke with think that Hartman was able to pull this off?
That is the big question, literally the million-dollar question. I mean, they've actually set up roadblocks. Actually, we made our way out to one of the counties in Arkansas where there was a roadblock. From there, we could actually see officers leaving as they found a Tahoe believed to have been involved or used, I should say, in that escape. They were going from county to county at one point in Arkansas before they then got word that jet skis may have actually been used to cross the Mississippi River over to Mississippi. So again, several states, agencies have been involved in this. Several vehicles from, you know, an SUV, that Tahoe, as mentioned, jet skis, you name it, is what has been involved with this escape. Law enforcement once more from several states are working to get this man considered dangerous back behind bars.
Well, Jarita, before we let you go, I mean, he was convicted of a very serious, heinous crime. Have authorities issued a warning to residents in that area? I mean, is there fear in the community right now?
Oh, absolutely. They're telling anyone that if you spot him at all, to stay back because he is considered armed and dangerous. Keep in mind, too, he's accused of shooting at a law enforcement officer. So that just goes to illustrate even more how dangerous this man is and really how desperate he is. So if he would shoot at an officer, really, he would do anything likely to stay on the run. So they're asking anyone, of course, who runs across or possibly any sighting of Samuel Hartman to dial 911 right right away, not to approach. It is worth mentioning they were at one point really focusing their attention in Tunica, Mississippi. There are casinos there. There are lots of tourists, of course. So there's even more urgency because we know when you're on vacation, you may not be tuning in to the news. So there's a lot of urgency to make sure that everyone is well aware, again, of how dangerous this man is and really to keep their distance.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.